Record in the matter, people of the state of Michigan versus Sincoco Bizimana, 24-00383, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagle for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Bizimana, who is approaching council table now with his interpreter.
Mr. McComa, if you can raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm you'll interpret in the matter before the court completely and accurately and not divulge confidential communications with you guys.
Yes, I do.
Today was the date set for a jury trial.
Leo ndio ilikuwa siku kwamba na kupanga ya msambo.
My understanding is that we do not have an interpreter present for the victim.
Yani naelewa kwamba hakuna mkalimaji wa yule mtu mwingine.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ni kweli anasema hivyo.
A request was sent out prior to the holidays, but it's my understanding that we've not heard back from the agency.
Anasema kwamba tulitafuta mkalimaji wa wake lakini kwenye mahali ya hiyo masharia lakini hatujapata.
So there is no interpreter present for the victim.
Anasema kwamba hakuna kwamba ni mkalimaji wa yule mtu aliumizwa.
All of our other witnesses are present, however.
Anasema kwamba lakini mashahidi yetu wote wako hapa leo.
And given the age of this case, the people are prepared to move forward if the court would agree to allow us to use the interpreter that we do have present today.
Anasema kwamba ni kwa watu wote wako hapa leo kwamba kama mkatiba anaweza kukubalia kwamba ni kisha mkalimaji wote.
This is the second time that the prosecution has not provided an interpreter for the victim. Counsel, how do you want to proceed?
Sema hii ni mara ya pili kwamba yani wenye sharia wenye waliumiza hawalete mtu wa mkalimaji. Anaulizwa mwanasheria yako nataka kufanya nini?
Thank you, Your Honor. That's correct. It is the state's obligation to provide any necessary interpreters for their witnesses.
Sema ni lazima kwamba walete kwamba ni mkalimaji wao.
I would object to the use of the defendant's interpreter for the use of the victim here.
Kwamba siwezi kubali kwamba ni mwanasheria wangu mimi atumikishwe kwa mwanasheria mwingine.
Given the kind of repeated failures to provide interpretation here, I'm objecting to the adjournment of a trial as well. Mr. Bizimana has repeatedly come to court.
Sema kwamba na pia nakataa siwezi rudia tena kwa sababu Mr. Bizimana anakujanga tu hapa kwa mahakamani.
I think he's been incredibly patient with everything going on here, and to adjourn this further, I think is an issue.
Nasema sitaki kwamba nipelekwe mbele na sitaki kutumikisha mkalimaji wangu.
If I could just point out, I mean, the court may know better, but I don't believe there's any rule that precludes us from using one interpreter.
Nasema kwamba ni kwa kusema kwamba hakuna sheria imetungwa kwamba tutumikishe mkalimaji mmoja.
So therefore, the people are ready to proceed today. This matter could proceed to trial today.
We don't have an interpreter. We have an interpreter for the defendant.
Nasema hamna mtu wa kumsimamia na sisi tuko na mtu hapa.
So what you're suggesting is that we now let your interpreter go talk to the victim in preparation for.
So namaanisha kwamba ni mtu huku akuja aende akaongea na yule kule.
I don't see that there's any conflict.
I believe there's a conflict.
Nasema kwamba mimi sioni kwamba kuna tatizo lakini katiba inasema ndio kuna tatizo.
I agree with the objections from the defense attorney. This is not a first time that this happened. We reset this because there was a lack of interpreter. Mr. Bizimana continues to come to court.
Nasema kwamba ni mimi nakubali huyu vile alisema kwa sababu siwezi kubali kwamba na Mr. Bizimana anakujanga hapa kwa mahakamani muda wowote.
And to blame the fact that an interpreter is not here now on an agency, I don't think it's going to pass muster today.
Nasema kwamba ni kama ni kusema kwamba ni hakuna nini yoyote mkalimaji ni lazima tuipitishe leo.
And I'm not adjourning it any further.
Kwamba ni na mimi siendi mbele.
May I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
Sema nauliza.
What is the resolution of this case?
Kwamba ni sasa tumemalizia nini?
Are you making a motion?
I am, Your Honor.
Nasema
Your Honor.
What is your motion?
I would make a motion to dismiss at this time, Your Honor.
Motion to dismiss without prejudice for lack of ability to proceed is granted. You have the right to reissue the charge against your client.
Nasema kwamba ni mimi naiachia hapa sababu sitaki kurudi hapa. Kwamba ni kama wakipata kurudia tena wao wenyewe lakini leo inaishia hapa.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Asante.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Eduardo Alejo, he's in custody, however, correct?
Yes.
We don't have a witness.
That's correct, Your Honor. I spoke to the witness on Friday. She was available and willing to be here on Friday. I didn't get any indication that she wasn't going to be here, so I'm not really sure what the reason for her absence today. It's my understanding she was here last time this was set for trial. So I would ask for an adjournment. If this is dismissed, this is likely going to be immediately reissued.
Our defense motion would be to dismiss at this point, and I would note that my client has been in custody since December 3rd, awaiting this trial date.
He's been in custody awaiting a trial date because the last time he was supposed to have trial, he ran. That was back when it's warm and sunny outside.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give the prosecution an opportunity when we have a break to go and see if he can call the witness.
I appreciate that.
And figure out if there's an answer or response to that before I decide how we should move forward on that matter. So off the record, and then we'll bring Mr. Alejo up for that the next time I call the case. No. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Malcolm Bishop, 24-03252, appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Bishop, who is not present today.
Why is Mr. Bishop?
Here, I have not been able to make contact with him. The most recent number I have is out of service. I'm not myself.
What's your H1 forfeiture? The record on that matter, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Marquez Robinson, 24-03369. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Leonard on behalf of Mr. Robinson.
Okay, today was the date set for final pre-trial. This is for domestic violence. Witnesses here.
Your Honor, subpoenas have been sent out and attempts have been made to reach the victim, but our calls have gone unanswered and messages have not been returned. Therefore, the people are unable to proceed today, and I expect the defense to make a motion.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would make that motion at this time to dismiss.
Dismissal without prejudice is granted. The people do have the right to reissue this charge against you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
We'll get you a copy of dismissal in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people. Thank you.
Nothing further.
You're all.
Your Honor, may I use this opportunity to try to reach my witness?
Let's see, we do have some other people on. And we have Mr. Redia here. Who's representing him?
That would be one side.
Okay, does she need to speak with him or are we ready to go on him? And then
I
I
think
see
she's ready, but I'll.
Mr. Maynard is here. Guillermo Maris. And then I thought I saw Rico Neal logged in as well. If someone is on an iPhone, can you unmute your device, please? Start your video and give me your name. Would you,
Medina.
repeat that for me, please?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you repeat your name again, please?
Alicia Medina.
Thank you. Let's see. On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Guillermo Amares, 244-580711. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jeffrey Maynard for the respondent, Mr. Maris.
Your Honor, with respect to Mr. Maris, I saw this was on the docket, I think last Thursday, and I can't find any information on this case. So I reached out to our discovery department to see if we could get the file so that I could review it, but so far I've still not seen it. I would ask for an adjournment on this case, just to give a chance to review it, and I'm sure we can have a resolution probably prior to the next hearing date.
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Maynard, I think I saw an email from you. I apologize for not getting back to you, but that was the reason. I hadn't seen the file yet. I wanted to know a little bit more about this, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able to get spun up on this, and I'm sure we can resolve this.
That's quite all right. Understood.
Did you all let Susan know what if we haven't tried?
I just sent an email.
She's asking us to respond.
January 27th, 8:30.
January 27th at 8:30.
Will that be by Zoom as well, Your Honor?
Yeah, you can appear via Zoom, correct?
Okay, then I can do it. Perfect. Thank you very much.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
We're all set. Thank you. I don't see Ms. Sutter. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Antonio Heredia, 18-05-847, and then 24-01168. Council appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Heredia, who is joining us via polyphone.
Okay, Mr. Heredia has two files. One's a driving while license is suspended. The other is a malicious destruction of property. We reset this matter because he had another matter that was set in the circuit before. I think there was a global resolution being sought. How are we proceeding at this time?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sir, step outside the courtroom, please.
I turned it off.
Step outside the courtroom.
I just heard it.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's correct. There is a global resolution pending in his circuit court file. His attorney there, Mr. Silverthorne, has advised me there's a plea hearing scheduled for the 30th of this month, where he believes there will be a resolution of this case as well as the other pending cases. So ask for a date just beyond that to make sure that it does happen.
People would agree. Your Honor.
When is this next court date?
The 30th of this month is what Mr. Silverthorne advised me.
February 10th at 10 a.m.
February 10th at 10 a.m. Ready, do you have any questions for the court today?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah. The conversation not happening.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Not for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
And let's see. On the record, in the matter, people of the state of Michigan versus Leela Dalton, 16-01-04106.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
You've put your appearance in the record.
Oh, sorry.
Jacob Riley on behalf of the Stone.
Okay, and the Dalton has malicious destruction of personal property less than 200 scheduled for a free trial today. Was there an offer at all on this?
Not yet, Your Honor. If we leave this set for a final pretrial, I'm sure we can have at least something put on the record at that time, and we can go from there.
And our request would be for final pretrial.
January 27th, 8 a.m. in person at the court.
Jury trial February 10th at 8 a.m.
Jury trial February 10th, 8 a.m. in person at the court. Do you have any questions for the court today, ma'am? Okay, we'll get you a copy of your notice to appear in just a moment. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, thank you. Mr. Nagel, you can go make your phone call at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's listening.
Oh, it's listening to it. Okay. I saw that. Thanks so much.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Marshall Weathers and file number 24-02488. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Rico Neal appearing on behalf of Mr. Marshall Weathers, who is present via the video system. Mr. Weathers, please unmute yourself and identify yourself for the record.
Marshall Weathers, I'm present.
Okay, Mr. Weathers, today was the date scheduled to proceed on a sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report and recommendation that was prepared back on December 10th. Council, did you get a copy of that?
Yeah, and I've received a copy, had an opportunity to review it with my client. There are no additions, deletions, or corrections needed.
You can make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before this course, 41-year-old residents of the community, currently employed full-time as a branch manager for Asteria Credit Union, married individual, one child, has no prior history. As it relates to this particular incident, this was the night of his birthday. This happened almost a year ago, March the 2nd of 2024. This was a night of his birthday where he went out to celebrate his birthday. He understands he made terrible decisions while out celebrating his birthday, the decision that he chose to drink and subsequently get behind the wheel of a vehicle and attempt to drive himself home. He understands that he made terrible decisions by putting himself in danger along with the other motorists on the road in danger that particular evening. He accepts full responsibility for his actions as indicated by his plea. He did immediately contact me when this incident occurred. We did have to wait some time before the charges were issued. During the time that we were waiting, he did complete the MAD Victim Impact Panel along with the Highway Safety Training Program. Again, he accepts full responsibility for his actions. During the pendency of this case, he has complied with all the court orders imposed upon him and bond conditions. He has been in full compliance. He has not violated any term of his bond, has not had any issues while out on bond. Given that this was his first offense, I understand there's a recommendation for a brief term of probation with him wanting him to complete a subsequent class. I am asking this court if this court would consider just sentencing him to fines and costs and closing this matter out, understanding that the recommendation for an additional term of probation was based on his BAC, but as I indicated to this court, this was his birthday. This was a one-time occurrence. There is no history here that he is addicted or has a substance abuse dependency. He did receive the understanding and the knowledge and the training by going through the courses that he was placed through.
Did your client want to make a statement at all?
Yes, I would just like to say that this is not indicative of who I am as a person or my character. As my attorney stated, this is a complete lapse in judgment, something that has never happened before, will never happen again. I accept all responsibility for it, and I'm extremely remorseful especially after going through the courses. It just shed light on what I already knew is just complete lapse in judgment that will never happen again.
Mr. Neal, were you able to provide evidence that he's completed the program? I don't see it in the file.
Yes, we did, Your Honor. They were included in the PSI report that I did receive back from the probation department. He did complete both of those courses as mentioned, and they were included in the packet. If the court doesn't have them, I could make sure that the court gets a copy as well.
Okay. Sounds good. So probation does have it, that maybe they just didn't put it in my file. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I do see a copy back there of the highway safety seminar. And MAD victim impact, which the court would have ordered him to complete as part of sentencing. I reviewed the pre-sentence report, the recommendation, as well as the defendant's prior criminal history, which there was no prior criminal history. In addition, I reviewed the substance abuse assessment, which very clearly indicates that there was a low register as it relates to risks and needs. So I don't believe that further court oversight is necessary. I think that the author of the pre-sentence report expressed some concerns that because there was a lack of memory from the incident, that was the basis for requesting a short-term of probation. The defendant did have a high blood alcohol content. I think that the concerns that the court would have had would have been aptly addressed by participating in the MAD victim impact, as well as the highway safety training that he's already completed. I don't believe that any further court oversight is necessary. Per statute, fines and costs would be appropriate. And so I will sentence him to the maximum fine. He also has OWI cost recovery that he will need to pay as restitution. Why are we talking when I'm on the record? I'm on the record.
I'm sorry.
Just okay, I do see there's OWI cost recovery owed to the Lansing Police Department in the amount of $1,097.57. For responding to this incident. A fine of $500 will be imposed. It's a $75 crime victim rights fee and a $50 state minimum cost. Total of $1,722.57. How do you intend to make payment on that, sir?
I will have to pay that with either a credit card or if I could make it with payments.
Can you, Mr. Weathers, can you pay that fine today, or do you need additional time to pay that fine?
I will need additional time.
How much time do you need?
If I could get at least 30 days,
Thank
How
you.
much are you paying today?
I could pay $500.
And you're gonna pay the balance in 30 days or another $500?
I could pay the balance in 30 days.
Okay, you can pay by using the court website and your case number, or you can come up to the criminal traffic window and make payment in person, okay, sir?
Okay.
You have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
We're all set, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Weathers. What name Tony is? I know who that is. Is it Tony Taylor? I'm assuming that's who it is. Is Bernard Lewis Dean present?
Present.
Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Bernard Lewis Dean, 24-00461, counsel appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Lewis D.
Okay, Mr. Lewis Dean has a sentencing today. This is for controlled substance. There's a pre-sentence report with a recommendation that was prepared back on 30th of December. Counsel, did you get a copy and do we need to make corrections, updates, or deletions?
They have defense, we have no corrections, updates, or deletions.
None for the people.
Thank you. Make allocation.
Your Honor, of course, after speaking with my client and reviewing the pre-sentence investigation report, I do believe it to be fair and accurate. Certainly, my client made a mistake that could. Sort of wake up call that he needs to be much more careful about how he handles himself in this property. Certainly his vehicle. I think going forward, he's not going to have issues with substances or with the law. I think this is as far as he needs that to go. I think any recommendations of probation are, I think are fair. We would not object to that. We simply ask that the court follow the recommendations of the pre-sentence report.
Did your client want to make a statement?
Couldn't hear
Did you want to make a statement today, sir?
No, ma'am. Well, I'd actually like to apologize for the previous encounter that we had. Other than that, no, ma'am, I don't have anything else to say.
And this is a matter, I think, involved the mushroom. That's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
accurate. I don't see any prior criminal history. It said he does not meet the criteria for a substance abuse order. I'm trying to understand what the purpose of probation is going to be. Oh, in addition, I remanded him, I think last time I saw you, sir,
Yes, ma'am.
because I needed a PSI and it just was not brought to the attention of my attention quick enough to get, I guess, your bond amended back to PR once you finished PSI. So you ended up serving 21 days. I'm gonna credit him time served. You're all set. You're welcome.
Your Honor, it was clear, right? Like, nothing.
Credit time, sir. Yes, you're all set.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ladies, have a great one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Theodore Gomez, 24-02266.
Morning, Your Honor, Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez is here finally with his phone turned off, correct?
Yeah, yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, I do have a pre-sentence report prepared in anticipation of your sentencing today. It was prepared on December 27. Council, did you both get a copy of this?
I did, Your Honor.
Defense did as well.
Make corrections, updates, or deletions.
Not for the people.
None from the defense.
You can make allocation.
Your Honor, after reviewing the pre-sentence investigation report with my client, discussing what has been going on with him recently, I think he recognizes that this incident reflects a serious issue. He needs to deal with that, and he has begun attending counseling to service courses. And I think he feels that he's benefiting from that, he intends to continue that. Certainly does not want to be in a situation where he puts himself or others in danger again. And it's really just kind of at this point. So I think the recommendations of the pre-sentence report are appropriate, and I would ask that the court follow those recommendations.
Mr. Gomez seeking to make a statement today.
My BA counselor is gonna be in touch with the probation. Yeah, you'll never see me again, I promise.
I should hope not. I don't see where you've had any other contact with the criminal justice system in this report. And at your age, I'm positive you don't want to be continuing your interaction with the criminal justice system. So I think that a short-term probation is appropriate with some oversight and requirement that you complete some additional programming. So I'm going to adopt the recommendation. It'll be a term of 6 months probation. You'll complete the MAD Victim Impact Panel within 90 days and provide evidence of that to the probation department, okay?
Sure. Yes, Your Honor.
While on probation, you're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or a controlled substance. You will be required to submit to random preliminary breath testing, and you have to pay the cost of that. You understand?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You're not to be at any bars or nightclubs while on probation. You're not to engage in any assaultive behavior, and you're not to possess a firearm, weapon, or ammunition while on probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's a $30 per month oversight fee that you are responsible for while you're on probation. So probation fees are $180 if you do a full 6 months. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that must be assessed. There's a $50 state minimum cost that must be assessed. You owe the Lansing Police Department $651.38 for responding to this truck driving offense. I'll waive discretionary fines and costs. Since there's a fee owed to Michigan State Police for $100. You tell me what it's for. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so again, I'm gonna waive discretionary fines and costs, so your total costs you the full term of probation plus OWI cost recovery is $956.38. And you'll make monthly payments on that, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you've completed half the original term ordered by the court, so long as you have completed all the programming that's required. All the programming that's required, and you've not had any violations within the 90 days preceding that request. You would make that request by using the court's MC5, 512 form. That's on the court website, or you can get it from your probation officer. You'll complete that form. You need to file a copy of it on probation and a copy of it on the prosecution's office. The prosecution will have 14 days to respond in writing to any of your requests for early discharge if they have an objection, okay? If I set it for a hearing to address your request for early discharge, you have the right to hire an attorney to represent you. You do not have the right to court-appointed counsel to represent you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I've never held a hearing for one, but it could happen. And so lastly, your probation officer could submit that request on your behalf once you become eligible, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
How do I do that med program?
Your probation officer will get you the
Okay.
information, okay? When you leave here, you're gonna go down and check in with him before you leave, okay? Do you have any other questions? Sorry?
Fifth floor, right?
Fifth floor, that's correct. Do you have any other questions today, sir?
No, Your Honor. I appreciate your.
Oh, no problem. Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people here.
I know.
Thank you. If you want to bring up Alejo after you take him down, then we can trust him as well. On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Alicia Medina 24L2876401. Ms. Medina, today is the date set for show cause. Because we're here in September. You had a fine of $150, and you said you'd pay within 60 days. It's well beyond the 60 days and you've not paid.
Yeah. I paid 30, so it's down to 120, but I'm just struggling really bad right now, honestly.
When did you pay? Okay, you made a payment of $30 back on November 18th. Are you employed, ma'am?
I'm not. I'm working on it though. I should be by the end of this week.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a 30-day extension. To continue with your payment, you owe $120. So you can pay $30 a month. Until paid in full, and your first, or your next payment, I should say, will be due by the 6th of February.
Okay. All right. That sounds good to me. That's fine. Thank you.
If you want, you're welcome. So if you want to avoid having another show cause set and or having a bench warrant set, you just need to come and contact me, contact the court if you're not able to make that payment, because maybe, I don't know, you start the job and then you're not gonna get paid yet. Whatever it is, you have to communicate with the court so that we don't issue a bench warrant for failure to pay, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You're all set. Individual identified as Tommy. What's your name, sir? You have to unmute.
Tommy Taylor, sorry.
Thank you. Justice Attorney.
I think we're ready.
On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Tommy Taylor, 24-03-587. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Taylor.
Okay, Mr. Taylor was scheduled today for a pretrial, and this is for an assault and battery. And Mr. Riley, you're requesting a final pretrial date, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Final pretrial January 27th at 8 a.m. Jury trial February 10th at 8 a.m.
Final pre-trial is January 27th, 8 a.m., and you must appear in person at the court. And jury trial will be set for February 10th, you said?
Yeah.
At 8 a.m. in person at the court as well. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Taylor?
Can you repeat those, please?
Yes, January 27th, 8 o'clock in the morning in person. And then February 10th, 8 o'clock in the morning in person. Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people. Thank you.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir. You're free to go, Mr. Taylor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Black, file number 24-03433, council appearance.
Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Hunting on behalf of Mr. Black.
Today was the date set for a pretrial. This is for operating while intoxicated matter. Was there an offer that was extended on this?
I don't believe I don't know if an offer's been extended before, but I think the people can extend an offer for the defendant to plead guilty to impaired driving. The people would have no objection to leaving this set for a jury trial to give the defendant an opportunity to consider that offer if he chooses.
If I might, that is accurate. We have not actually had any conversation on this case except for just right now. We just received the police report and the video files, I want to say Thursday or Friday of last week. It was a blood draw, Your Honor, and as a result, it took a while to get to this stage. I've discussed things with Mr. Black. I understand the offer being presented is impaired driving. I think that's a fair offer, but I'm going to need to discuss that further with my client. So however the court would like to proceed, whether it's to set it for another pretrial conference or if the court desires to just go ahead and put it on the docket for something else, that's fine with us.
Yeah, I see this is your first appearance here. Let's see. January 27th at 10:30.
Your Honor, I know for a fact that I am out of the office and unavailable on the 27th. And we have another date.
February 10th at 8:30.
February 10th, 8:30.
And would that be a pretrial conference or a trial if we don't get it?
It's a pretrial.
Okay. That'll work with my schedule.
Okay. Any additional matters for today's record?
Not for the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Not from us.
Okay, you're all set.
Dan, I'll give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, Mr. Anderson is present. He's choosing to represent himself, so he has no attorney. Whenever the court is ready, we're ready to move forward on that, Your Honor.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Anderson, 24-03412. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Mr. Anderson, you are present today and this is for malicious construction of a building. Let's see here. As well as a breaking and entering with illegal entry without owner's permission, both misdemeanors. You originally, it looks like, did request the public defender's office to represent you, but you're now declining that?
Correct.
Okay, and you want to represent yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Was there an offer on this?
Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak briefly with the defendant in the hallway about what his wishes are moving forward since he is declining an attorney. There is no offer as of this moment, but based on my brief conversation, I would like to reach out to the victim to convey what's going on. And if we could have this set for a plea hearing, it's my understanding that we will be able to resolve it at that plea hearing. There will be an offer at that time.
Set up a final feature.
Final pretrial, January 27th at 8 a.m.
January 27th at 8 a.m. for final pretrial. yes, please.
March 24th.
March 24th, 8 a.m. for a jury trial, and you'll appear in person for both those days, okay?
Okay.
No witnesses are required to appear for that.
For the final pretrial? Okay, thank you.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further from the people.
All set? We'll get you a notice. You can have a seat, sir.
All right, thank you.
The record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jessica Cortez. This is file number 24-03588. Councilor Kent.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Cortez, who is joining us via Zoom.
Good morning. Today was the date that was, good morning. Today was the date set for pre-trial. This is for the assault and battery. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we'd be asking for final pre-trial date.
Is there an offer at all?
There is not been an offer, Your Honor.
Pre-trial February 10th at 8 a.m. Jury trial March 24th at 8 a.m.
Final pre-trial in person at the court, February 10th, 8 a.m. And then the jury trial will be scheduled for March 24th in person at the court at 8 a.m. Do you have any questions today, Ms. Cortez?
No, Your Honor, I do not. Thank you so much.
Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people. Your Honor.
None, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you. On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Malcolm Bishop, 24-03252 FY.
Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Bishop.
Mr. Bishop, why are you late? Why are you late?
That was 6.
Today is the day, but you were supposed to be here at 8 a.m.
It said 10 on my paper.
Let me see your paper. No, because what I know is I have a paper right here, which is the exact paper you have. Looks like this.
Yes, but the time is different.
For that time. And then she changed it. Whose initial is this? Someone mailed it out. Did you get two pieces of paper?
No, ma'am. Or yes, I did. I got one for this month and then another one for 2/24 or I think it's like 26 or something like that.
Okay, so it looks like there was a clerk's error. Your stuff should have been at 8 o'clock this morning for a final pretrial. This was for what charge? Let's see.
Asking for the charge, Your Honor.
Yes.
MDOP.
Okay, do we have a witness here?
I did not have a witness here this morning. So as far as the final pretrial scheduled at 08, the people were unable to proceed. And at that time, I'm sure the defense would have made a motion.
Yeah, defense motion would be for dismissal at this time.
Motion to dismiss is granted. It's granted without prejudice. That means they have the right to reissue this charge against you. Do you understand that? Okay, do you have any questions? We're gonna get you a copy of dismissal in just a moment.
This guy that day wake up to it and it was supposed to be at 5.
Yeah, I see where I thought you were out, weren't you? You were out. Is that what happened? Someone covered. Might have been, yeah. Someone else was here. And it looks like they gave you a form that said 10 a.m. and then another form that had February 24th, 8 a.m. And at the bottom, they put the correct time for the January 6th date. So the confusion was on our end, not yours. So we'll get you a copy of that and you're all set with this matter.
All right, I appreciate it.
We're just waiting for Darryl Carroll. Let's see.
Yes, Your Honor, and I think we decided that would the court like a renewed plea sheet, Mr. Blundell?
I don't even have her file.
Do you recall the situation with her?
I do.
Okay.
This is your first.
Yes.
Just wondering if it's a 90-day suspension or revocation.
Oh, it was a suspension. We didn't know that.
It was.
Yeah.
See, it was on my desk, it's not in your.
Check out with my secretary, say it was. Shot back to us.
Rhonda, did you see the file for Blundell?
It was on your desk.
Huh?
It was on your desk.
That's what I thought, but it's not there. I should sign something. What was that for? I don't know, what is that?
Oh, you mean the order of probation that you just gave
Who
me?
was that? Yeah, who was that?
That was. Blundell.
Oh, I think I took my docket sheet in there. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Timothy Emmanuel, 22-03337. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for pretrial. This is for an assault and battery. You're not offering us?
There's no offer at this time, Your Honor.
He's being held on what?
He's being held on a child support matter. As expected, update January 12th.
You want a final pretrial?
That would be our request, Mr.
Pretrial February 10th at 8 a.m. Jury trial March 24th.
Final pretrial February 10th at 8 o'clock in the morning, in person at the court. And jury trial March 24th, 8 a.m. in person at the court. Did you get those dates, Mr. Emmanuel?
I did.
Okay. So if you are released from custody, it's your responsibility to still appear in person. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for the court?
Well, pretty much if my out day is on the 12th, that means I'll still be able to get released, correct?
Not being held on this case, Mr. Emmanuel, so this case won't affect it at all.
Say that again?
You're not being held for this case. You're being held on a child support case.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Not for the people.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir.
There's- I'll ask about that too. That's changed.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Monet Carroll, 24-03475, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Ms. Carroll's without counsel, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's the date that was scheduled for pretrial, that you have charges of animal cruelty, 2 to 3 animals and 2 unlicensed dogs. And you seek to waive representation by counsel and represent yourself, even though animal cruelty has a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail.
I guess I'll get a counsel then, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll have you screened by the public defender's office today, okay?
Okay.
Well, hang tight, we'll put them on in just a moment. Let me get your due date.
Okay.
At 10:30. January 27th at 10:30.
Okay.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Nigeria Portland, 24-03695. Here, it's for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Ms. Cortland, who is joining us via Zoom.
Okay, today was the date scheduled for a pretrial having this was destruction of property and domestic violence. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, as I understand, the defense is going to be seeking a final pretrial and jury trial date.
Was there an offer?
There's no offer at this time.
That's correct, Your Honor, on both counts. And Ms. Cortland and I have not been able to speak as of yet. So if Ms. Cortland, you could stay on Zoom afterwards for us to have a brief chat.
February 10th at 8 a.m. March 24th at 8 a.m. for the jury trial.
February 10th, March 24th. Okay, Ms. Cortland, your next court dates are in person at the court, February 10th, 8 a.m. and then March 24th at 8 a.m. Okay?
Okay.
You have any
Can I-
questions?
Can I grab a pen so I can write that down?
Absolutely.
Thank you. February 10th at 8 a.m.
Yes.
Yes, February 10th, 8 a.m. That's for your final pretrial. You must appear in person.
Okay.
And then jury trial, March 24th at 8 a.m. You have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
You're all set. Yes.
If it's okay, may I ask Ms. Cortland just hang around or go into a breakout room for a few minutes so I can have a very quick chat with her after I handle my last matter.
Ms. Cortland, you need to hang tight because your attorney has not been able to make contact with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What girl? The one that was supposed to speak to, yeah.
Oh, did she not go in with Mr. Raleigh?
No, Mr. Riley's here, the girl left.
Ah.
Do we have her phone number in the file?
That's what I was about to ask. I do not do that. Would I let her?
Is her phone number in that?
Oh, of course. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Here, I've got the police report.
Mr. Raleigh, I don't know, I think she logged off, but we have her phone number. We'll see it, we'll give it to you and you can give her a phone call.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I just have the two mobile.
Well,
Anything on the last one?
so I was looking at the police report and last one, I guess what it is what I'm getting. Choking itself out. So, I mean, if she made some improvements.
Okay, on the record in the matter, the people of this State of Michigan versus Cadence Blundell, 24-02054, appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, on behalf of Ms. Blundell, who is standing to my right.
Okay, Ms. Blundell, how are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay, it's a very unusual circumstance, but we have to correct the file on this because I think you previously took a plea with HIDA, which you would not be actually eligible for based on the charge. And so we, based on that, we need to withdraw your plea. That's what you wanted to do because we couldn't give you the HIDA status. And it looks like the people are now offering for you to enter a plea to impaired driving. So is that how you want to proceed, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so again, per statute, you would not be eligible for status under the Home Truthful Training Act for an alcohol-related substance. And so you would like to withdraw that plea, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, and now enter a guilty plea to the amended charge of an impaired driving under MCL 257.6253A. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you understand your rights, which was the same rights you had previously, which was your right to proceed to trial and a jury trial at that, and have the prosecution prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have the right to remain silent at any trial and not have silence be used against you, the right to cross-examine or question any of the witnesses that the prosecutor intends to call to testify against you, and the right to have witnesses subpoenaed to testify for you at your trial. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone threatening you to give those rights up?
No, Your Honor.
Has there been any promises made in exchange for you giving up those rights?
No, Your Honor.
As to the impaired driving, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Actual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Blundell, on or about July 7th, 2024, were you present at or near the 96 ramp in Lansing, Michigan?
Yes.
Is that in Ingham County, Michigan?
Yes.
And at that time, were you driving the vehicle?
Yes.
Were you driving that vehicle after you consumed some alcohol?
Yes.
Do you believe as a result of consuming that alcohol that your driving was impaired?
Yes.
Thank you, and I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the prosecution?
Not Your Honor. Thank you.
Court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. You are already sentenced to a term of probation. I am going to adopt and incorporate that sentence to this plea. And so you'll continue your probationary term. Which was originally 9 months probation. Let's see. Some community service and then some programming. We'll continue that. I did actually, as of today, sign order or petition to request the use of medical marijuana as well. And so you'll get credit for the time that you've already participated on probation. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set.
Looks like I will see you at 1:30, Your Honor, for 2 probation violations.
That's correct.
And I don't believe I'm assigned to any of them, Your Honor. Would you be okay with my logging in over Zoom for the arraignments?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You still have this court.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it right now.